brings down that you're supposed to ask for mechila before keeping, to do so even before Rosh Hashana. Yakdim atzmo lifnei Rosh Hashana, to ask for forgiveness. That is one of the most important things that we have to prepare ourselves for Yom Kippur. Another one is that there's a minhag to go on Erev Rosh Hashanah to the Bet HaChaim, to the Bet HaKvarot, to pray. There's going to be two different reasons why. One of them is going to be because that's a place where the tzaddikim are, and therefore it's a place where the tefillah is going to be accepted more, or we ask that on their behalf that they should pray for us, right? However, there's another reason of being, as if to say, the concept of anava. When a person goes to the cemetery and they realize that at the end of 120, everyone's going to the same place with the same kevet, everything the same, so therefore they start realizing what is the true value of life and what's going on, and therefore they're going to do teshuvah. The Rambam brings down that we had, this is what we mentioned yesterday, that there's a minhag to give tzedakah from Rosh Hashanah until afterwards, even though that even throughout the entire month of Elul, there's also an important aspect of giving tzedakah as well. Just like it's brought down in the Eliyah Rabbah, that Rashi Tevot of Elul is matanot levyonim, which means that a person should come and give matanot levyonim, he should give to the poor, should give to whatever they can, and therefore again, there's an inyan of giving tzedakah. There is a minhag tov yafeh to give 160 prutot of kesef, which is like 4 grams of pure silver, right, to the Talmidei Chachamim. There's Rav Chaim Vital, they bring it down also Rav Chaim Falach and other people as well also. Well, the next concept is taking haircuts on Erev Rosh Hashanah. Right, even though Erev Rosh Hashanah is Yom Adin, we wash our clothing and we take haircuts on Erev Rosh Hashanah, as is brought down Shulchan Aruch Siv Taled, and the tool brings a midrash. Minhagos shel olam is that if you go into you have a judgment, you're going to put on black clothing and you're going in. He says here, Yisrael enam kem. They come, they put on the white clothing, they put on their nice clothing, and they cut their nails, they take haircuts, and therefore they eat and they drink, right, knowing that Bezrat Hashem HaKadosh Baruch Hu will make for them a miracle. We already spoke about the contradiction. How could it be both? However, though, we already brought down the answer that at the end of the day, at the beginning, we're very afraid of judgment, but then afterwards, we're happy knowing that it's our Father in heaven and that He's going to come and He's going to give us a good judgment. To do a tevilah b'mikveh, obviously, we know that a person should do tevilah b'mikveh on Erev Rosh Hashanah. It should be done after the 5th hour into the day. Right? Again, if a person cannot do the tevilah b'mikveh, so technically also you have to remember a swimming pool is as good as a mikveh. After that comes that tisha kabin. If you cannot do a mikveh, so therefore you could do tisha kabin, which is basically you're going to pour a whole bunch of water on top of you, which is basically like a type of a shower, but a lot of water has to be on top of you. If you can't do that, then you have netilat yadayim 40 different times, right? You're going back and forth 40 times. But again, these are different things in order to prepare ourselves for Rosh Hashanah. The last halakha that we'll mention is Hatarat Nedarim. The Shlach Kadosh brings down that on Erev Rosh Hashanah, right, we have a minhag of doing Hatarat Nedarim. The reason why the Gemara says in the Nedarim, Kav Gim Lamubet, if somebody wants Shelo Yitkaimu Kol Nedav Kol Hashanah, you have to come in Rosh Hashanah and you have to do Bitui. Now why? Because we know that if a person has Nedarim, so then they are put in a zifah, which means, and that's why it says Lo Yachel Devaro Kechol Sofet Tevot Elul, which means that if a person does not fulfill his words, so that's also the concept of Elul. And therefore, in Erev Rosh Hashanah and Erev Kippur, we do Hatarat Nedarim. This Hatarat Nedarim is klali. Klali means it's general. We don't actually express which Nedarim. Since it's klali, and that's why you don't need a Tamid Chacham that knows all the halachot of Hatarat Nedarim, and you don't have to express or detail which neder it is. But if you do have a neder that you know, so therefore it does not help this Hatarat Nedarim. Meaning if a person came right now and they made a neder, so he goes, no, I've got a Hatarat Nedarim Erev Rosh Hashanah. It doesn't help. Because there you have to go and you have to specify what was your neder. You have to find a petach in Charata in front of 3 people, and then you're able to come and to do Hatarat Nedarim. The Hatarat Nedarim that we do is, because we're not really sure if we made a neder throughout the year or not. So we come and we do Hatarat Nedarim. That you're allowed to do. Obviously, Lechatechila, we have 10 people doing it. Women should also do it as well, so therefore they appoint their husbands, right, in order to do it also. And therefore these are just a few of the halachot. The other will continue tomorrow.